Hello everyone, welcome back. All right, so week 5, I'm gonna go ahead and go there. We need to have a fresh install of Joomla 2.5 up and running live. Now, what is Joomla? So a few students were asking me what's going on when they download Joomla from the Joomla website and they just get a zip file with a collection of files in there and they can't open anything. Well, that's actually all Joomla is a collection of files. Now, it's the same exact concept as when you made 2 HTML documents and 1 CSS sheet, and you could preview that in a browser, right? That's all Joomla is a whole bunch of files. Now, it's a lot of files. So go ahead and download Joomla from the website and from the Joomla website, and open up that zip file and go through there and just kind of see what's all there. You're going to see a lot of HTML documents, CSS documents. You're going to see a lot of PHP. Now, that's just another coding language. Okay, so that's all it is. And I believe that altogether there's like 1,800 of them or something. It's pretty impressive. Anyway, so this is Joomla. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do something that we're not going to really worry about until week 11, but what I wanted to do is use the Chrome Inspector just to view the code, okay? Don't worry about following along, just check this out. Here's the HTML and CSS that's driving this page, okay? There's some things you might recognize, like there's some H3 headings, right? If you dig through all this, let's see, what do we got here? There's some anchor tags right there, see that, for links, okay? Boy, there's probably, I know I got a few lists in here somewhere too. So you'll see some ordered and unordered lists. There's some things that we didn't really dive into, like there's some divs in here and classes and IDs. You can go ahead and look any of those up at the W3 schools. We really only scratched the surface with HTML and CSS so that you understand how websites work, okay? And also, knowing a little bit about HTML and CSS is going to help you format your text and also customize your templates when we get into that. And so knowing a bit about the HTML and CSS, it really, really helps when you're working with a content management system, even though they try and do most of the work for you as far as coding. Anyway, so that's what's going on here. Now, see this, what I did is I double-clicked on the inspect element here for mission, right? And we have this kind of orangish colored font here. Now here's the match CSS rule for that. I can actually change that if I want to. And see how it just changed it right now to that sage color? Okay, this isn't going to change it for real. If we refreshed, it would go back to where it was because it's not actually changing the HTML and CSS files. It's just letting you preview if you were to make changes. What's nice about this though is now you know that on the sheet that's named style4.css, you can go in and find this particular property and change this particular value. Okay, and so that's a nice way when you're dealing with a template or something like that. When you really need to change that font, this is how you do it. But what I mainly want to show you is, here is the code driving Joomla. Okay, so that's why when you downloaded Joomla, you couldn't just open it up like a program. You have to upload those files somewhere on the internet so that a browser can access them. Okay, so that's what we have web hosting companies for. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, first, when you install Joomla 2.5, what you're going to get is you're going to get something that looks like this. Okay, and here is just a fresh install of Joomla 2.5. A lot of times if you're installing it directly through a hosting company, you'll be asked whether or not you want sample data installed with it. And in this case, I said yes. It doesn't matter. You can say yes or no, because we're going to change everything on these sites as we go. But what this has done is it's fills you with a lot of tutorial text in here and some examples of sites made in Joomla and all that. But anyway, you're going to get something like this, and that is the goal for this week, is to get something like this up. And all you have to do is send me a link to your new domain name that you have chosen. Your www.mynewwebsite.com. Whatever you wanted to call it. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at some web hosting companies and talk a little bit about what they offer and what you should be looking for.